Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. No, not but just because of the title, I am not doing a naked video today. That would be pretty shocking on YouTube. But I'm finding more and more, I don't know how to express it anymore. It's like I started doing it, well, I started laying out again, a couple of years back for the vitamin D. And then when I got down here to the beach and had a little privacy spot, I started liking to lay out naked. Because I've liked being naked outside. I think it's our natural state. I'm not really a nudist or anything. I don't necessarily have the desire to go make an effort to go somewhere where people have it sort of as a philosophy. But yeah, I'd like to have more space outside, and I'm going to do some things to my side yard. For the summertime, which we have coming, so I don't have to just be stuck in this. This is my little backyard. This is the one place where I have privacy back here, and I can come back here and get naked in private. But there's a lot more space over there, so all I need to do is cover off my fence, my gate, and then I've got a whole big side yard over there which has sun all day. And I also have an outdoor shower, which would be nice. It'd be nice just to go outside and take a shower and not get so hot at times. But anyway, I was watching this young lady's video last night that I've just recently started watching, and she was talking about the health benefits of sunbathing nude. So I took my son today. It's the weekend when I'm doing this. It's a Sunday, which I usually always have a chance to get sun on the weekends. So I was taking my son, and I was thinking about that. So when I got finished taking sun, I went back inside and I just looked around a little bit for some quick information on the health benefits of getting sun naked. Found some pretty interesting stuff. The basic part of it is, like I say, I enjoy maximum exposure. I feel like a lizard. I feel like one of these iguanas when I just lay out here naked and just soak up all the sun. I just feel like every cell of my body is taking it in. You've heard of Dr. Herbert Shelton. I just have a few quotes and different notes down here. A full sun bath in the nude is ideal. This is not a mere cosmetic measure, but a health requirement for greatest value. Another guy, Vernon McFadden. These are just various articles and notes I got from different websites. Everyone, sick or well, looks better, feels better, gets better, and functions better after exposing every part of their nude bodies to the beautiful sunshine. Now here's some things about that you should also know about getting it on the bare skin. It's also best to use no sunblock, no glasses, no hat, and get it when the sun is high in the sky, and I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. But don't get sunburned. We're just talking about small amounts of exposure to get our vitamin D. And I didn't know this. This made sense, and I was always thinking that, okay, I probably should try to get it not during the maximum times of the day, but it always works out for me to get it in the maximum time of the day, so it might be a good thing. While we commonly hear about the effects of UV radiation, there are in fact two main types of UV rays. UVA is equally present from dawn to dusk in both summer and winter. However, UVB radiation, which is the only form of sunlight that produces the all-important vitamin D, varies in strength depending on the height of the sun. The higher the sun, the greater the UVB. Dr. Michael F. Hollick, professor of medicine, physiology, biophysics, and some other things at another university, explains that exposure to early morning and late afternoon sunlight does not provide any vitamin D, but does expose us to UVA radiation, which can alter the immune system, increase risk for skin cancer. And this is something, I've heard about a lot, and I still believe to a certain extent. Now, being down here in the tropics, I know I couldn't just be out in the sun all day, but having sufficient vitamin D in your body actually protects against sunburn. Avoiding the sun and using sunscreens leads to a vicious cycle of being less tolerant of sunshine. And it's also relevant that our foremothers and fathers of natural medicine knew on some level that sun exposure via the recommendation of nude sunbathing also had a significant effect on at least three extremely vital human functions. These functions include our immune systems, the movement of calcium, which is required for bone health and every cellular function, and growth of new skin cells. Like I say, I like to be naked and get sun naked outside. If you can't do that, if it's not practical for you, you still you want to get as much, you want to get it on as much of area of your body as possible. Now, for what women or if men wear a bikini, I'm thinking, yeah, there's probably not a whole lot of absorption difference if you're wearing like a small bathing suit bottom as opposed to nothing, but it sure feels good with nothing. A little something here I was reading about, not really science, just some different thoughts though, and it makes a lot of sense. Nude sunbathing is a perfect opportunity to pamper some parts of your body that are always hidden from the sun. Have you ever had a desire of taking off all your clothes and being totally free? It's not only pleasant but useful. Elastic bras, underwear, shoes, and other kinds of clothes reduce the right blood circulation. In order not to get fungal diseases and rash, it is necessary to let your body, especially feet, feel free, feel the grass. For men, nude sunbathing can have a positive effect on the body, but it's important not to burn your testicles. Your little fringe down there need to be maintained at room temperature, just like a bottle of wine. So wear a fig leaf or cover those babies up with a paperback book. Remember, take care of your balls and you'll win lots of games. Blah, blah, blah. For women, a little sun on the nether region is a good thing. It gets rid of the tan lines and eliminates that nasty smell of fish. That was kind of a crude way he put it, but I think there are benefits, to exposing areas that generally don't have sun to get it. Here's one on natural health, just talking about the ancient Greeks. Hippocrates prescribed sunbathing for his sun cure, and Herodotus said, exposure to the sun is highly necessary for persons whose health is in need of restoring. The Greeks practiced aeronation, or the exposure of the nude body to sunlight, specifically on sand beach. And here's another one. I think Dr. Bernard McFadden, the most outspoken advocate of nude sunbathing, claims that safe sunbathing without sunscreen does not cause skin cancer or wrinkles, but actually helps heal those conditions. He writes that all we need to do is pay attention to our bodies. If the sunshine is going to be harmful to us, our bodies will feel uncomfortable in the sunshine. Okay, the takeaway from this, though, I don't want to get, I don't want to have people jump all over me, and I don't want to give out bad information. This, like I say, my channel is always my take on things. My take on things is, yeah, you still don't want to overdo it. My normal routine is probably, I'm going to say average. Some weeks I get on a cycle and I have more time and I'll do it 4 to 5 times in a week. But I would say probably more of an average for me is 3 times a week, about 20 to 25 minutes on each side. So 3 times a week for a total exposure of about 40 to 45 minutes. And I find and you know what, I do find more and more that I'm not getting that much darker. And getting dark and getting a tan is not what I'm going for. I'm going more for the vitamin D. But I do feel like that my skin is building some sort of an immunity. But I am getting a little bit deeper tan, and for anybody else, this has nothing to do with whether you're nude or whether you got clothes on, but this method does give you a deeper tan, and it's a longer lasting tan, getting just, a little bit, over and over and over, with no sunscreen, as opposed to people that, maybe put sunscreen on and go to the beach, or they go out and have exposure for 2, 3, 4 hours at a time, and then they get really red or really dark. That's a little bit more of a surface tan. This long term, you could lay out every day. You could if you were in a climate where you could do it, you could lay out 10 minutes on each side of your body every day of the week, and you would be phenomenally dark, and you'd have plenty of vitamin D, and you would also be protecting your skin. Anyhow, I'm not 100% sure on all this stuff, so I'm still being careful with the skin thing, because I did a lot of skin abuse in earlier years of my life, so I'm not going to go gung-ho, and when I'm surfing, I'm looking for, when I start surfing again in our summer, I'm looking for something natural for my face. I'll wear a long sleeve rash guard, so I won't have to worry about the body, but yeah. But there is a feeling of well-being. There's just something good. I don't know if any of you have ever done it. If you've never been outside naked, it's a good feeling. And it's also psychologically another thing about, you need to be comfortable in your body. I know some people that aren't even comfortable looking at themselves in the privacy of their homes naked. We are what we are. This is just the form, this is the shape that our energy has taken in this particular form we're in right now. Our bodies are our bodies. Whether we're fat, whether we're big, whether we have deformities, whether we have, we don't have the perfect body, whether we do have the perfect body, it's just a body. And it's all this psychological stuff that people apply and all this weird morality that people apply to it. The human body is the human body. There's no reason to giggle. There's no reason to be, there's no reason that, and I don't also like too that a lot of times people equate, anytime there's nudity, there's some sort of sexual or sexuality coming up. Nudity is just it. It's nudity. Nudity is nudity. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with sex. It's just a free way of living. It's the way we lived. It's the way our ancestors lived. Now I'm not about to drop off and go live naked in the woods. Although I might. Check out Amy, Costa Rica. She lives like I want to live. She pretty much has an isolated piece of property and has said before that when she's by herself there, she pretty much lives naked on her property. Anyhow, there's advantages to getting out and just getting sun all over your body. For a lot of you, this is not even, I'm just thinking as I'm saying this about the time of the year. For a lot of you, you're going to great times of year, so sunning is not even a thing. But for some of you that may be traveling over the winter, if you're going to vacation, get as much sun as you can when you're off. And if you really want to maintain optimal health, move to a warm climate. It's great to live in the tropics. There's just so many different advantages to living here. But if you can't, you got to do what you can do, and you got to be healthy and happy where you are. It's all about attitude, people. Anyhow, have a wonderful day, and I love each and every one of you. Peace.